Premier League predictions for this game week. So if you do like this content, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. We're 6 subscribers away from 360. So if we can get to that mark soon, I'd be really chuffed and massively appreciated by me. I've started this channel, I think, is it 3 years now? Maybe 3 years, maybe 4 years, I'm not sure. But I know I started in the lockdown anyway. But I really want to do well on YouTube because it's something that I'm passionate about. So it's in your court, the people watching, to see if the subscribers can get higher. So if you can subscribe, then that'd be massively appreciated. In the first match of tonight's, not tonight, but this game week's action. It's tonight, 8 o'clock kickoff. Luton taking on Everton at Kenilworth Road. 8 o'clock kickoff. I think I've said that already. I think Luton are going to win this game because Everton are already mathematically safe and Luton need the points. They're at home. It's under the lights at Kenilworth Road. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Luton Town win. Obviously, Everton are the more informed side going into this fixture with winning the last 3 against Forest, Liverpool, and was it? I don't remember who else they beat. I can't remember. Was it Forest or someone like that? Liverpool, Forest. Can't remember. But anyway, they've won their last 3 games anyway, Everton. But I think they might be a bit less up for it as Luton because they don't need to win games now because they're already safe and they can't get much higher than 15th, which is where they currently are at. So I've got a funny feeling Luton are going to win this game tonight. As I said, 2-1. 12:30 kickoff on the Saturday. Arsenal taking on Bournemouth. The thing is with this game, yeah, if Arsenal score like within the first 5 minutes, it could be 5 or 6-0. But then if it gets to like the 60th minute or the 70th minute and it's still at a draw and Arsenal still haven't scored, then there's a very good chance that Bournemouth can get something out of this game. But I am going to back Arsenal to win because they've got the home advantage and they should win really because Bournemouth are safe and they haven't really got much else to play for, I'm pretty sure anyway. But I'm going to go for a 3-1 Arsenal win and they're going to put pressure onto us going into the 5:30 kickoff against Wolves. And then after that, you've got Brentford taking on Fulham. Home game for Brentford at the G-Tech Community Stadium. Brentford only need maybe 1 or 2 more points and then they're mathematically safe. But something tells me that Fulham are going to win this game because I just have a funny feeling that they're going to win this game because I think they're a better side than Brentford. And even though Brentford do have the home advantage, I just do have a sneaky feeling when I looked at this game that Fulham were going to get the win, and I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Fulham. On to the game after. Sheffield United against Forest, another 3 o'clock kickoff. Sheffield United are obviously already down, and Forest are still in a relegation dogfight. I thought they played well against City last week, it's just that they didn't take their chances. So I think if they take their chances in this game, they should win this game because on paper they've got a better squad than Sheffield United, but on paper doesn't always mean that you're going to get the win. But I do think Forest will win this game. It will be fairly tight, and I'm going to go for a 3-2 Nottingham Forest victory away from home. And then you've got your last game on the Saturday, Manchester City taking on Wolverhampton Wanderers. I was meant to go to this game, but because there was no physical way of me getting back from the game on a train or coach or anything like that actually tied in, I had to, unfortunately, send my ticket back. So I'm going to be watching the game from home tomorrow instead of being at the Etihad Stadium, which is a bit of a shame. But I'm trying to save money so I can get a ticket to the FA Cup final against United, because that would be incredible, because I've never actually personally been to a Manchester derby live before. So that's something that I want to do. So, yeah. I think this is going to be a tough game. If City score first in this game, we win this game without a shadow of a doubt. But if Wolves get the first goal, then there's a chance they could win or get a draw. Because I think when you're playing against teams that play a low block, the important thing is always getting the first goal. Because if you don't get the first goal, then they score first, then they've got something to hold on to, and then it's really hard for us to break them down. So we've got to make sure we get that first goal, because then Wolves have to come out, and then that will mean that there will be more spaces in behind for us to get in behind them. So I was thinking 3-1, but I've got a funny feeling we're going to get a clean sheet. I'm going to go for Manchester City 2, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. I think Haaland's going to score, and I think Jack Grealish is going to score. Because I thought when he got injured against Forest, when they had that ice pack on his leg, I thought it was going to be much actually worse than what it actually ended up being. And it was the same for the Ederson injury. It looks like Ederson's back in contention within a starting spot tomorrow. So that's good news for City as well. And Diaz is in contention to play tomorrow as well. I think we're going to win this game 2-0. We're going to get the first goal fairly early. Then it will stay 1-0 for quite a while. But then as the game's going on, around the 75th minute, maybe 80th minute, as Wolves open up a bit more, we're going to get a second goal, hit them on the break, and make it 2-0. And we close the gap down to Arsenal, down to 1, because I do expect them to beat Bournemouth. On to the Sunday games now. You have a 2 o'clock kickoff on Sky Sports. Brighton taking on Aston Villa. Obviously, Aston Villa coming off a 4-2 defeat to Olympiacos in the Conference League. I didn't watch it because I was watching Chelsea against Spurs instead, but I did hear that the game was quite a bit of a disappointing result for Aston Villa. Because I watched the Villa on Tour vlog from the game, and they weren't too happy that Villa lost the game, obviously, because they're Villa fans. But I think this game's going to be a draw, I reckon. I think it's going to be Brighton 2, Aston Villa 2. And Spurs are going to have an opportunity, should they get something at Anfield, to close the gap on Aston Villa from 7 down to 4. But I don't think Spurs will beat Liverpool, because Liverpool are going to be wanting revenge for the earlier on in the season victory from Spurs on Liverpool, because Liverpool were robbed that day. I hate Liverpool, but they were robbed that day. That Diaz goal should have counted. The PGMOL said that it should have counted afterwards, and Liverpool were the better side that day, and Spurs didn't deserve to win. And Liverpool got 2 players sent off. I think it was Jota and Curtis Jones, and Spurs scored a late goal. I think in the end, it was an own goal from Matip. I can see Liverpool winning this game though. Both teams are not in great form, but I've got a funny feeling that Liverpool are going to win. Home advantage. It will be an intriguing game, and it will be a game where I think both teams will score. That's what I would put down if I was a betting man anyway, but I'm not a betting man, so I'm not going to put a bet on it. But I'm going to go for a 3-2 Liverpool win. Quite intriguing, like the 4-3 game last season at Anfield. Spurs-Liverpool seems to be quite a good game, so I will watch that on Sunday, and I might even do a post-match review of the game. I'm going to go 3-2 Liverpool. Salah makes up for his argument with Klopp on the sidelines against West Ham with 2 goals. And Luis Diaz gets 1. And I think for Spurs, it will be Son and Maddison. And you've got a 2 o'clock kickoff between Chelsea and West Ham. I've got a funny feeling this is going to be a draw as well. I think it's going to be 1-1. Because West Ham always seem to turn up when they play against London teams, home or away. So I've got a funny feeling that they're going to get a draw out of this game, and it's going to be 1-1. Paquetá is going to get a goal for West Ham. And for Chelsea, it'll be Cole Palmer that will score a penalty to rescue Chelsea a point. I've just realised that I forgot to say my prediction for the Saturday 3 o'clock kickoff between Burnley and Newcastle. I've got a funny feeling that Burnley are going to win this game. They were good against Man United last week and arguably could have won the game because they had the better of the play and the better of the chances. So they could have won, really, but it was a good result for them in the end. I think Burnley will win this game 1-0, and it will be a bit of a scrappy game, but I do think Burnley will just have enough to get over the line, because I've got a funny feeling that even though Newcastle are still going for Europe, this is the sort of game that they're going to struggle in, because I think they're going to struggle to handle Burnley's physical presence, especially from like set pieces and stuff like that. So 1-0 Burnley. On to the last game of the week. Crystal Palace taking on Manchester United, 8 o'clock kickoff at Selhurst Park. I can't see United winning this game. I think they're going to lose this because I don't think they're going to be able to handle Crystal Palace's physical presence or aerial threat from set pieces. Palace are in way better form than United at the moment. It's under the lights at Selhurst Park, 2-1 Crystal Palace. And I think Eze gets a goal and Elise, and for United, Bruno Fernandes gets the consolation goal that makes it 2-1 after it being 2-0 to Crystal Palace prior to that. Thank you for watching this video. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Have a lovely rest of your Friday.